Okay, all right, deck tech. Well, I'm gonna have to keep this short and simple because unfortunately I just recorded we just recorded this deck tech and then found out that my mic wasn't plugged in. Yay, that's always a bigger issue. With the new microphone, unfortunately. So that's just how it goes sometimes. But hey, it is what it is. In any case, let's get to it. So look, bottom line is, if you've been following my my mono white stone blade, tax blade, whatever you want to call it. Now it's turned into basically blink blade. Basically, what I'm testing out here that's different from earlier versions is, first of all, I want to try Cave of the Frost Dragon. Card's super expensive to animate, but I mean, the thing that surprised me is like even Hall of the Storm Giants in blue. Like the main thing that made me like this is it was just such a virtual free roll, like not necessarily the giant ability, which did come up actually more than I thought when I was testing it. So I want to give this a shot too in this deck. If we crack in even just a few times, and I could see sometimes this like actually ending the game. The flying should not be underestimated. I can see this really doing good work, and the fact that it may be a virtual free roll if the comes into play untapped in the first 2 turns is as powerful as it's been for me in Merfolk and in Mono Red. Then I want to try it here. These 2 cards don't exactly, the black and the green lands don't exactly synergize as well with Infect and Mono Black respectively for my needs. So I may not necessarily be trying these unless I'm trying like a different sort of Mono Black or Mono Green deck. But so far, the blue and the red one have been so good. I kind of want to give this a shot too. You never know. Field of Ruin. This could be Ghost Quarter, but I really don't like going down on lands, and just there's so many utility lands running around in the format. So let's try to deal with Urza Saga or other stuff, and then not go down a card while doing so. Sounds good to me. Sunbaked Canyon. I mean, we got so much life gain that I think we can afford to play some utility lands that their only real downside is losing life. And, need 8 planes because we have to have an excess of planes to fetch out with our Field of Ruin, and then Path to Exile in our sideboard if we path our own stuff, or just if they path us. Another card I'm excited to try is Portable Hull. Of course, Ephemerate's been great for me in this deck. Wall of Omens, Stoneforge Mystic, Charming Prince, Solitude. Sometimes Flickerwisp, like against Construct tokens or other things, really good. We'll hopefully get to see this card doing real work. But yeah, Portable Hull, I want to try this too. I think this actually belongs in the main and Path in the sideboard. Some matchups like Path is kind of like awkward because you really don't want to give them extra mana. But then some matchups it really doesn't matter all that much, and you really need more instant speed removal, and you need to deal with higher converted mana cost cards. So for me, I think Path makes a lot of sense in the sideboard, and Portable Hull makes a lot of sense in the main deck. We just get to cover a lot of bases. Of course, Skyclave does too, but this gets to cover a lot of the early interaction the opponent plays. I mean, this on Aether Vial just seems like excellent against opposing taxes matchups and other whatnot. I used to be in love with Oblivion Ring, so having like effectively a 1-mana Oblivion Ring for a lot of the early game, and for I'd say 80% of the purposes we come up in Modern, to me that sounds pretty good. So I'm going to be excited to try out Portable Hull. I could be extremely disappointed, but I think this card is going to impress. I guess we'll see. Mortar Pod. I think I explained this in my previous videos, but like I think this is an underrated card. It's reach, just extra 1 toughness creature destruction. I don't know, I like it. We'll just have to see it in action. There's no amount of me like I think justifying this, which you don't see that often, that can possibly fully explain it until you actually see it in action. It's just that, I mean, the short version is just really that there are some 1 toughness creatures that are just so good that just being able to deal with them alone is worth like a lot of value. And the fact that then all your creatures can possibly turn into the same effect if you need it, plus reach, if you get them down to like 3 life, you can finish them off relatively easily. It's way better than it looks. I'm telling y'all. Plus, it can wear a sword if need be, and fling like extra Wall of Omens that otherwise might not be doing much. I don't know what to say other than just I've always loved this card. I've loved this card for a long time. I played lots of different mono white decks that have played it, and I don't know. Playing it as a 1-of makes sense to me. Of course, the main thing is you can tutor it with Stoneforge Mystic. But anyway, Charming Prince. Obviously, this is both a flicker effect and a flicker payoff effect. Wall of Omens, this is our main flicker payoff effect, in addition to Stoneforge Mystic and Solitude. Flickerwisp, I mean, enough said. This is a Death and Taxes staple for a reason. Skyclave, I mean, do I need to say more? Yeah, because them getting a token just doesn't really matter that much most of the time. You just deal with whatever it is they have. And it also is nice that the token that they get, your sword grants you protection from 2. or you can just flicker it away permanently. There's just a lot of internal synergy in that regard. Or portable hole it away too now. Plus, yeah, you can portable hole it away, and then you could Flickerwisp or portable hole like after. Like there's a lot of cool stuff you can do. Batterskull and Caldera. Caldera just like when you need to smash face and get in with a lot of damage. It's just really good. Batterskull when you need to gain life and be a little more late game grindy-ish. Solitude, just really great with these flicker effects because you can like Violent a Charming Prince or a Flickerwisp, and then like it comes into play permanently. Like it doesn't just get sacrificed if it comes back into play from a flicker effect, including Ephemerate, of course. Yeah, and then the sideboard obviously went over Path to Exile already. Rest in peace. I mean, I could see myself switching back to Relic, but hey, you know, we're not playing Flagitoke here, which unfortunately, rest in peace, you know, prevents them from going to the graveyard, so you don't get to fetch something if you got 2 of them, which is a big bummer. So since we just don't really have room to play Flagstones anyway, and there's not, and I'm hotter on Field of Ruin right now than Ghost Quarter, you know, which I probably will be in you know, unless Urza Saga gets banned, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. Not that I even necessarily think it needs to get banned. I don't right now. But you know, hey, might as well take advantage of the fact that we can like fully support this, and it's really good against decks that really abuse the graveyard. Archon, yeah, part of me wishes. See, the main thing is I really wish that they had like a 1 mana card that lets you not play like more than 1 spell each turn. Because unfortunately, sometimes on the draw, this is going to be 1 turn too slow against Cascade. But I think we need something against Cascade. You know, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say other than just that it's not always going to be good enough, but sometimes it is, and sometimes against like the Rhino Falls deck, for example, we can deal with like 1 cascading Rhino nonsense, and you know, as long as we can prevent future ones, sometimes that's good enough. This is Archon instead of Eidolon or Rhetoric, because although the extra toughness is good against Prowess, I think we're actually in pretty decent shape against Prowess, especially now with Portable Hole and Path and Skyclave and Solitude and Wall of Omens for blocks, and Charming Prince for life gain. You know, and you know, Batterskull and all that stuff. So I think we're okay against Prowess, and like the problem is I mean, so the good thing is this has flying. The other effect is maybe a little less relevant, but the main thing is just that this doesn't get hit by a Foundation Breaker, so that's why I like this one. Manriki Gusari, this card just annihilates opposing Hammer Time decks, and also is a game, you know, is like a game-changing card against fellow Stoneblade decks. Sword of Light and Shadow, second best sword. You can recur Solitudes. I mean, what, black and white, second best, I think, color. I mean, actually, best color combination, just not always relevant main abilities, which is why Sword of Fire and Ice goes in the main. This definitely has the best 2 color step protection from it. It's just that the abilities aren't like always going to be relevant, which is why, again, Sword is in the main, and Light and Shadows in the sideboard. Body and Mind, slept on card. I don't know what else to say. You can mill combo pieces. Sometimes against like a Nauseam, you take like, sometimes you can take all their like I don't know, oracles. Sometimes you can take, you know, all of their sometimes you can take all of their, well, I don't know, their other pieces. Sometimes, you know, you just win by decking if they gain infinite life, like against Heliod. And also it's a beast against you know, Amulet Titan, because like you hit a few Titans, and then between your paths and your Solitudes and whatnot, sometimes they just run out of like threats, you know, and it gives you protection from like whatever green threat that they may be able to squeeze through too. Just really solid card. You know, Feast and Famine would probably be the next best option, but the main problem I find with Feast and Famine is that I think that's better suited for control decks. I think some people assume that Feast and Famine is the automatic, you know, best sword after Fire and Ice, basically, because it probably sees the most play outside of Fire and Ice, but it sees the most play in blue-based, you know, Stoneblade type decks, where you really want to have mana open for the counter magic. I've just never found that to be as good. I mean, make no mistake, and I have played it. I have played sort of Feast and Famine. I was all over that card when it first came out. It's just weird because, like, I sort of Body and Mind flew under the radar for me, but when I started testing it more, I don't know. For me, like, even back in Legacy, I started, of course, you know, True Name Nemesis may have had a little bit something to do with me trying out sort of Body and Mind. I'm just saying, but still, I'm telling you, like, even outside of True Name Nemesis, which isn't in Modern, still, like, sort of Body and Mind, I think, has been a slept-on card, and I think the more you try it too, the more the more you might be pleasantly surprised that it really is a slept-on sword. Obviously, it's not going to be good against decks that abuse the graveyard. Like, obviously, you just turbocharged Reg, but, you know, I got a simple solution for that. Just don't bring it in against those matchups. It's a sideboard card. It's a sideboard sword for sure, but as far as sideboard swords go, I like it. Anyway, I think that's enough of that. Hey, a 10-minute deck tech, not bad. Let's get to the games. Smash that like button, please. It'll really help me out. And yeah, let's get to the games. All right. All right, match 1. Let's we're up against Magic Dan, and let's keep and see what we can do because we got white mana. We've got cards to play. We've got Portable Hole and Aether Vial for early turns. I think this could be pretty good. Question is whether we want to play Aether Vial or whether we play Portable Hole. I do think we want Aether Vial, but I think it might be closer than one might think. But being able to potentially combo off a Solitude, I mean, you know, to blink the Charming Prince with it, could be pretty powerful. If things get too out of hand with the Swiftspear, we can always Solitude it too. So, but there was a real consideration to Portable Holing. Make no mistake about that. That's less of a consideration when you're playing Path. Oh, they're playing Light Up the Stage. That's a card we haven't seen in a while. Oh, and actually, Mortarpod might be our jazz here against Dragon Rage Channeler. See, I'm telling you, Mortarpod better than it looks. Better than it looks, for real. Better than it looks. All right, so we for sure want to get the Dragon Rage while we can. Yeah. And we still got Solitude if we need it, but next turn we could Solitude, blink it with Charming Prince. Ideally, we want to do that if they present another creature. If they don't, we're probably just going to Portable Hole and then wait. Question is, do we want to blow the Field of Ruin and Portable Hole? Yeah, I thought they'd do that. Luris to hand. Yes. Ooh, so now actually Solitude with Ephemerate is going to be a pretty good jazz. I mean, we could Portable Hole. But honestly, I think Portable Hole is going to be our pitch, probably. Yeah, we want to get full value out of the Solitude. Probably we're going to Charming Prince. Ephemerate's going to be better as, I think, a card that can save us, because we want to put 2 bodies in play, and we're going to try to be patient. We're going to try to wait until they play Luris. But yeah, okay. So we could actually Ephemerate, and that will enable us to deal with all of these. Alrighty. Yeah, maybe we Ephemerate. Maybe we leave this on 2 to protect the Solitude. Yeah, I like that. Just going to make sure that we Ephemerate this. Yeah, I guess maybe we should have Field of Ruined first. No, that's probably good. Okay, we'll just do this. Alright, nice. We're going to keep this on 2 for now. Yep. No, not yet. And, oof, Cave. This could be a little rough. I don't think we need to worry too much just yet. We're going to attach this. And I think we're in pretty good shape, if I do say so myself. We've got some protection from Solitude too. May not be able to get an extra use out of its ability, but still, protection is protection. Maybe we should have also kept up Ephemerate for more protection, but then we can always protect the Charming Prince anyway, so hopefully. We got to tag 3 creatures and get an undercosted Solitude. That was pretty good. Alright, so now comes the Charming Prince. Exile another creature. Alright. Well, we had to use... I guess I should have sacked it with Mortar Pod, whatever. Alrighty. Alrighty. We're playing red-white Prowess, looks like. With Lumimancer. Well, we got Mortar Pod. I don't know that I want to sacrifice Charming Prince, though, but it might be worth it. Yeah, I'm going to tick this up. I'm going to leave it on 3 until further notice. Ooh, Wall of Omens. That's going to be a good one to Ephemerate. And actually to Mortar Pod. I kind of want to hit the Lumimancer now, but then... No, you know what? Yeah, I'll hit the Lumimancer now with Mortar Pod. I will attack. I will snag the Lumimancer with our pal Mortar Pod. Then I will play Wall of Omens. Hopefully they can't deal with this in one fell swoop. But okay, so I'm gonna turn off auto yields because I think I'm gonna play towards taking up to Solitude now. Seems reasonable to me. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I don't want to lose the Wall of Omens just yet, so I'll take. And ideally I want to use maybe Mortar Pod against the Lumimancer after I'm done with the Wall of Omens. Okay, well, maybe Portable Hole on the Soul Guide might be good. Well, anyway, let's start off with this. Hopefully they can't like path in response or something. Alright, good stuff. Not bad. I kind of wish I had this on 3 now, but it is what it is. See, I could field a rune, but you just never know what they might have. So let's Portable Hole the Soul Guide. Seems like a good thing to me, and might as well do this, right? I mean, seems decent putting this to 5. Ideally, I'd like to be able to get the flicker effect, but being able to kill Lumimancer, or just not die, actually, might be worth it. I guess I could always flash in Solitude, too. That might be what we're looking at, actually. It could be. It definitely could be. Okay. Definitely could be. We'll actually take, and we'll see if they go nuts or anything. All right, so we may have to flash in Solitude, which is not ideal, but better than taking. Taking 4 damage, I think, is okay. Okay. Always no yes. Okay, Skyclave Apparition. This should be good. So what I could do, actually, is I could Solitude, try to Flickerwisp it. Yeah, and then if that still doesn't work, I can attach the Mortar Pod. That sounds very reasonable to me. I don't see why it wouldn't work, because we do have, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Flicker the Solitude. Yeah, the card advantage seems very real, to me at least. I probably don't want to lose more life, to be honest. And I like being honest. So what did they just do? Oh, the lava darted. Yeah, but that's not going to change anything. I guess they gain a little extra life. Alrighty. Losing a life seems dangerous here, so I think I won't. Even though it's mana efficient. Alrighty. And I could attack with Cave. Instead, I think I'd rather do this. That's not bad. Alright, let's see here. Alright, good. I like the life gain. So I'm just going to sacrifice this because I really don't want to lose the life. Nice. And now I can equip Probably Ball. Just a little extra defense. Maybe Solitude would have been better. Protect against like Lava Dart. I don't know. I think this is basically all but wrapped up anyway. Alrighty. Yeah, this is wrapped up. This is as they call it, a wrap. Alright, more Solitude. Gotta love it. What? Got to love it. Alright, and they've had enough. The Sound of Silence. Alright, now we bring in Path and hopefully really nail the door shut. We could bring in Rest in Peace, but I don't honestly. I mean, if they show Bedlam Reveler, then I think Rest in Peace. Otherwise, I think that's probably overkill. Light and Shadow could be some consideration because the life gain and the Pro White could be really good. Sword of Fire and Ice. Man, Sword of Fire and Ice can be good too for hitting the creatures, but honestly, I think the life gain might just be better. I know this is weird, but I think Light and Shadow is going to be more our jazz in this particular matchup. We want Ephemerate, we want Portable Hole, we want Wall of Omens, good defensive posture. We want Charming Prince for the life gain. We want Skyclave. I guess that leaves just Flickerwisp, ironically, which is a really good card, but I think Path is probably going to be better. You know, I kind of want to play Archon because it is Prowess after all, and this could slow him down, but I just don't know what to cut. I mean, the Flicker plus the life gain from Charming Prince seems to be, plus it's an outlet, seems to be really good. We want to max out on removal. I don't think we can cut Ephemerate. I think that's kind of one of the namesakes of the deck. So it's really what helped us pull ahead too. So I think this is what we're looking at. I think maybe I'm too cute with the Sword of Light and Shadow, but I just feel like getting burned out is one of the few ways we lose. Plus, I think Recurring Solitude is going to be more powerful than just dealing 2 damage. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to reluctantly keep, but we could definitely get overrun with this hand. I'm beginning to wonder if Sunbaked Canyon really is our jazz. The life loss, it seemed like we were just trying to cycle it that match, and we could have used the extra land to animate the 5-mana land thingy. But probably still worth it. I mean, after all, we were hitting past a mana clump. It's just really good to not run out of things to do. And now this deck also falls under one of those categories of decks that basically almost never mana floods. which is always nice for sure. Have to love it. What's it gonna be? Tap, 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 tap. What's it gonna be? They just have to, I think, have a really strong blitzing hand. That's their best chance at beating us, is just us having a funky hand without much removal, and then just blitzing us. Well, maybe the old disconnect, reconnect to improve internet connection, which there's some EV to be had with that for sure. You can't underestimate the power of a good connection. We're just one solitude away from a potential excellent creature clearing type effect. So let's see. Portable Hold didn't necessarily do that much last game because we pitched it early, but I think it is worth noting that it was going to be much more powerful than Path to Exile, basically in that spot. We weren't producing much non-creature stuff, but the fact that it wasn't going to give them a land could have been relevant. So, let's see. Alright, Magic Dan is back. Magic Dan the man. Just tap the microphone a little bit. Excuse me if that's maybe that's making some unnecessary sound. Alright, maybe that's enough. Let's see. Dan's back. Alright, Dan takes turn 1. We really want a Solitude. If not, we're playing towards the Skyclave. We're deciding whether or not to play out the Mistress Bauble first, or whether to wait to play it after they play Swiss Spear. It's going to be a close call. It's a close call, I think. You had to love how last game the Border Pod was also a hard removal spell on the Channeler. And actually, we didn't even draw Stoneforge, so that was pretty good. Stoneforge used to be like one of the key cards we relied on to win, but maybe it's not as necessary anymore. Maybe Magic Dan's internet connection here is still kind of failing him. Yep, we called it. That's too bad. I'll never be able to get over these artwork, which is basically just a draw, like a painting of somebody. I used to collect these old like Flare Ultra Marvel, or like yeah, I forget the different types. There was Marvel Metal, but there was also like Flare Ultra Marvel. There's different types. I just remember one of them. I forget which one it was. Maybe it was Nebula, except Nebula is blue skin. Oh no, it was Scarlet Witch. That's it. I remember like one of the characters in one of the card series. It wasn't Metal, so maybe it was Flare Ultra X-Men. But actually, there was another one that they had. It wasn't Metal, but it was Marvel. I can't remember. or what it was called. Anyway, there was this series of kind of like of Marvel trading cards. I just remember one of them had a drawing, had like a painting of Scarlet Witch, and it was funny because it looked like somebody just painted a picture of somebody they knew in their life. And I think even the little commentary, because those cards I think were interesting because I think they had a little bit, if I remember correctly, they had both a kind of description of the character and they had a little description about like the artwork. Oh yeah, I think they had a little artist commentary about like what they were thinking, and I think the person basically said, yeah, just I think they had their wife or girlfriend pose or something for the painting, which is probably not an uncommon way the art's done. All right, here's the Mistress Bauble which is, I suspect, kind of what happened here with Dragon Race Channeler 2, I'm guessing. Definitely not the best face of whoever this is in the artist's life. Alrighty. Yeah, it would have been nice to have an actual removal spell, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And I don't know why we're a beggar suddenly. I guess we're begging for a Solitude, maybe that's it. This doesn't even necessarily look like a costume. This looks like just some like fancy dress or something. So there might not have had to have been that much. The rest could just be painted over. All right, another channeler. Ooh, crash through. They're probably gunning to turn on Delirium, and I don't blame them turning on Delirium. And I think they did. Turning on Delirium is obviously good for them. So we're going to congratulate them on turning on Delirium. That was quite an accomplishment. Ooh, and there's the Solitude that we know and love. So how about this? Because we may want to Ephemerate again. Let's, Charming Prince can save it next turn. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's do this. And let's Ephemerate. Kaboom. 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 And now we can Ephemerate again. Yay! And then we can Charming Prince. Yay! Alright, let's see. Yep, alright. So we're probably not going to want to Ephemerate because we want to gain the life. No. No, yeah. And we'll play yes. Cave of the whatever bear. Yeah, that's probably what we want to be. Alrighty. Do we want to sacrifice Sunbaked Canyon? Not if it means not being able to hold up Ephemerate, probably. The rest, that is fine. Alright, so we have to do this on their main phase, otherwise it's not going to be able to attack. Alrighty. And I guess we will sacrifice it then. Alright, cool stuff. And I guess we'll turn this to 3 because, well, but Charming Prince on 2 is going to be excellent. And I'm not really sure how much the amount of cards we really have left. We got Skyclave, we took out Flickerwisp. Maybe we leave it at 2, I mean, I don't know, right? Maybe we leave it at 2. Could be a consideration. Yeah, we'll leave it at 2 because more Charming Princes seem like a pretty good. Ooh, so, and just like that, mini punish. Maybe we Field of Ruin. No, we actually first we definitely attack, and then maybe we Field of Ruin on their upkeep, so they can't do anything end of turn. But then they could do something with the extra mana. I don't think we need a Field of Ruin. Alrighty. Oh yeah, we definitely want to try to snag the Sunbaked Canyon if we can. Now, I don't know why. I guess... I don't know. Okay. So we're definitely ticking up Aether Vial then. I had to use 2 lightning bolts, so that was definitely not the worst for us. And holding this on 2 though could be good if we randomly draw a Charming Prince, but I guess we could just... we're ticking up. We're ticking up. We want the world to know. We're gonna let it show. We're ticking up. And we're probably gonna snag the Sunbaked Canyon too, because why not? We're ticking up. Okay. Yep. What's the plan now? What's the game plan? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? We're ticking up. I'm pretty sure we're ticking up. Oh my God, Magic Dan's got to get a better gotta get a better internet plan. Magic Dan won't be the man anymore with internet that's too spotty. Alrighty. Okay. Magic Dan's back and ready for action. Let's see. We like Magic Dan. Magic Dan has been an opponent a number of times. And we need opponents, of course, otherwise there is no game. Okay, not bad. But I don't see what they draw yet. There seems to be some lag going on here. Okay, Luvomancer. And crush through. Alright, we're ticking up. Yeah, let's attack first because they might kill this once we hit the this thing, but we do want to hit it while we can. To me, that just makes a lot of sense. We'll probably leave the Aether Vial at 3 now, actually, because we can just play the Solitude. Although, yeah, there's about as many Solitudes as there are, I guess, Skyclave Apparitions, because we took out the Flickerwisp. Yeah, I'll still leave it at 3, I think. Alright, Lumi. They got Lumi. They got another Lumi. Alrighty. Unless they can give these Lumis haste, I don't think that's too much of a problem. Alrighty. Alright. Alright, I think I'm staying put on the ticking. It doesn't rhyme as well. Or it doesn't have as much of a beat. I'm standing pat. Alright, there we go. We should have left this on 2, because Charming Prince is obviously the card that we get the most bang for our buck, being able to vial it in as opposed to anything else. You already used 2 Solitudes. We got 3 Skyclave Apparitions left in the deck, so we're keeping this on 3. That's what we're doing. That's our plan. No, no. No, no, no. Alright. So while a part of me wants to... I'll just hold back. Who knows, the Cave of the Frost, whatever. The Cave of the Frost Dragon might deter them. You never know. Maybe not. I guess we will see. Alright, well I guess we'll do this. And I guess we'll take care of Illumi. Yeah, these are the most dangerous. Alrighty. Alright, so well 6, 5, 4, so we're at 4 life. It could be worse. Alrighty. Alright, well, Magic Dan might time out if they don't get their internet connection under control here. Alright, unbounded loop detected. I don't know what that means. Ooh, no, that's good. Alrighty. So this might help us stabilize. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. And now who... this actually won't do it because we need 6 total, so it's too bad. Well, let's gotta try to block. And unfortunately animating this won't do anything because we can't actually block with it. Alright, let's see. Oh, not bad. That wasn't bad. That could have been a lot worse. Alright, well let's I guess tag that, because why not? Better to tag a mountain, all things considered, because of lava dart implications. Alright, always. No. Alrighty. Ooh, portable hole. That could be good, but it means we can't activate the cave. Yeah, maybe we save this till next turn when we can play portable hole and activate the cave. Of course, crash through could be a problem if they like double crash through, or I don't know. There are some bad things that could happen for sure, and I'm definitely really glad to have the Frost Cave of the Frost Dragon in our life right now. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. Well, we obviously cannot take, so. I think this is a problem because I think we can't block both. So I guess that's that. They seem to be drawing perfectly, but that's fine. They're going to probably time out. Their poor internet connection. We kind of mana flooded really hard too, and still almost came back. So there is that. Yeah. Yeah, I think we got this. Yeah, no Stoneforge Mystic either this whole time. I think we... Yeah, also the Wall of Omens help out a ton too. I think we got this. I mean, we do like 6 lands, and we still almost won. Alright. I mean, like, it was a loss, but that was still a very impressive showing for for what was technically a loss. You know, no offense to Red-White Prowess, but I've never found Red-White Prowess to be particularly impressive compared to other Prowess variants. It's very glass cannon-y, in my humble opinion. Alright. Even when you always have Mishra's Bauble to complement the Dragon Rage Channeler, it's still too glass cannon-y so far, it seems. So we got options. We don't want to misplay it. Okay, well, I think this makes it easy. I think this means we Portable Hole. Yep. And we Aether Vial. I think that definitely made things easier. Alrighty. Because this way we can play either Stoneforge or Wall of Omens and hold up Ephemerate. Probably Wall of Omens because Stoneforge Mystic is a little more vulnerable to double Lightning Bolt. Ooh, Shattering Spree. Okay, well I guess more people are playing effects like this, but still not that big of a deal because we still have another one. And we can play Wall of Omens, which I think is going to be pretty good. Alright, that's going to be good too. We may not want to block this turn. We can start blocking next turn. We definitely want the Aether Vial to start ticking up though, that's for sure. Yeah, not this turn. Alrighty. I rip apart. That's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't actually strictly need these cards. Ooh, that could be good too. But I'd rather just Skyclave Apparition, I think. Yeah. But this is making me definitely rethink the necessity of having all this life loss. We would have been in such better shape. But then again, last turn we would have been even more mana flooded without that. So I don't know. It's hard to say. Alright, well they got a 1/1 back. Whoop-de-doo. Alrighty. Ooh, Solitude. I think I want to do this now while I can. Yeah. Seems good to me. Yeah, then we can play Stoneforge after we Ephemerate. Seems good. Seems good, good, good. Boom, 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 boom. Stoneforge. Probably Batterskull. Or Sword of Light and Shadow might do it too. This is going to be easily destroyed, so maybe Sword of Light and Shadow, but then Batterskull. Just blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, Light and Shadow. I don't think this is just too long for the world. Then again, I connect with Solitude, and that's already pretty good, so maybe I don't need extra help, but okay, Swifty. Lava Dart. Okay, I think we definitely rebound. Oh, we definitely hit the... We could hit the Stoneforge Mystic, and actually, here's a cool thing. Oh, actually, I can't. Dang it! What we could have done is we could have actually flashed in a Batterskull, but it is what it is. Oh no, we still can actually. No, because we actually had to. Let's see. No, we can't. Yeah, we can't. The ability resolve before too late. I'll just do this. Not bad. Actually, that's really good. That's actually insanely good, because this enables us. They have 1 Lava Dart, not 2, so I think we can go Kasploozy, and we can go Kasploozy. And we can gain a ton of life and gain Skyclave Apparition back. Seems pretty good to me. Seems pretty good. Yes. If I do say so myself. That is nice. That is very nice. Alrighty. So I guess it turned out good that we blinked the wall instead of Stoneforge. Because we gained 8 life there. And put a Skyclave back in hand. That is, as we call in the business, not bad. Alright. White Red Prowess is like a deck I used to play, so it brings me no joy to style on it, so to speak. But I did feel that the only thing that was making it better than the other Prowess variants at the time was the unnerfed Luris. Nerfed Luris is just not as much of a pull, in my opinion. Well, since we don't have more Ephemerates, we'll just soak up more damage. And we can even, yeah, also if they kill it, we can just recur it with the Solitude, so works for me. Works for me. Yep. Well, this has protection from white, which is pretty good. Yeah, let's just do it. Sploosh. And now we get our Wall of Omens back, which is nice. Which is a nice little gift they gave us, so we can draw another card. The gift of Wall of Omens. And now they realize they can't block because it has pro-white. Wah, wah, wah. It happens. Should have held up Lightning Bolt and Lava Dart or something. I did have Skyclave to clear away though, so there is that. So I would have done that actually. Alright. Man, losing 3 life is not cool, but I think it's a price worth paying here. I do wonder though about like these Sunbaked Canyons. Then again, they did destroy 2 Aether Vials. If we had those Aether Vials, this would have been insane card quality. I guess that's our victory tune then. Cool stuff. Alrighty. Alright. Alright, match 2, and we're up against Kurisu, and I think this opponent is typically on Kiki-Chord. Which we may have the Dimir with all to beat because of Solitude, I don't know. We shall see. Caldera without Stoneforge is a little bit close to being dead, but not quite. Yeah, you know, I'm beginning to rethink the Horizon lands because Caldera, for example, does reward us for having lots of lands. On the other hand, we could still get to 7 even while cycling through some lands. It'll just be later in the game. We'll have to see. And part of me wants to Solitude that, but I really think that's overkill. Alrighty. And definitely looks like Kiki-Chord. Definitely looks very Kiki with it. Kiki's delivery cord. Alright. I could play Charming Prince, but I wanna ideally Charming Prince the wall. Alrighty. And now we can play Stoneforge Mystic and hold up Charming Prince to protect. Not bad. Or Charming Prince or Solitude, as the case may be. Okay. Ooh, Seasoned Pyromancer. Well, maybe we don't want that. Although, let's think about what will really happen. They're going to draw 2, but then they're going to have to discard those 2. Is this really that bad? I don't think this is actually that bad. Because see, they draw 2, and then like they're not getting any card quality because whatever they just drew, they're gonna have to discard. Yeah. And now in response, we can do the Solitude trick. Alrighty. Oh, we may want to field a Ruin though. Am I right? That has got to be the play, I think. Yeah, that has got to be the play. I don't know. You know, I don't know. It just seems so juicy. Alrighty. Playing Stoneforge seemed good, but that seemed really good. So now in response, we Solitude. Yes, and I guess. Oh, I mean, Flickerwisp could be useful for Kiki, but hopefully we should draw more. This might be a mistake, because I don't know that we need Stoneforge Mystic, but the fact that we got this Solitude sitting in our, I mean, we got this Caldera sitting in our hand definitely makes me feel like I want that. Charmin Prince. How very charming. Alrighty. Alrighty. Oh, and I guess that was that. That was a little too much card advantage, I guess. It's just how it goes sometimes, I think. I wonder if this is a Japanese player. It's just there's so many players who are not Japanese at Japanese names. That's the only thing. It's hard to tell sometimes. Portable Hole on birds seems very strong. Path seems really good against Kiki though. And this is probably a recurring theme we're going to see is lots of is Path coming in lots of matchups. Not sure what to make of that. Question is what to cut. How good is Flickerwisp? Flickerwisp can be a great way to break through the defenses. And Charming Prince was so good for us there, but maybe it's got to be Charming Prince. There's really only good cuts here at this point, but yeah, Charming Prince doesn't exactly break through the defensive line, as it were. I wonder if they play Stoneforge Mystic. If they do, then I think we definitely want Menreiki Gusari, but if they don't, I like this setup. I don't know how necessary Batterskull really is, or maybe it's Caldera. I don't think they have that much removal spells, so probably Caldera is better than Batterskull. Could bring in Body and Mind and Fire and Ice. Body and Mind could be good. I'll just leave it like this. One thing I like about Batterskull and Caldera, and Mortarpod for that matter, is that you don't need another creature for them to be good, because they're living weapons. Weapon X, alright. I like this, because this can interact in the early game, which is always nice. Slow down. Oh, Flickerwisp also is nice with Portable Hole, because, for example, we can deal with an early Birds of Paradise and then flicker this for something a little more, with a little more late game impact. But definitely slowing them down right now makes a lot of sense, in my opinion. Okay, well, we got another one where that one came from. Right. Let's see. Let's see. And now we definitely want those Horizon lands. So just, we're still thinking. We're still thinking. What are our options? Eternal Witness. I guess they can get Prismatic Ending. Alrighty. So I guess maybe we bring in Rest in Peace? I don't know. This is a case where this is definitely a case where Relic is kind of better. I don't think they can combo next turn, so just have this ticking up in case they kill like this Aether Vial. We got another one. What I guess what is up with these opponents like conceding so early? I don't know. Well, I guess with Stoneforge Mystic, I did feel like we had a decent chance. Anyway, I don't know. All right, match 3. And I did start to notice that I think a little bit of noise appears when I'm not talking. I guess that means I got to keep the commentary flowing, right? And I think I will keep this hand. I mean, it's a little bit heavy on the Solitudes, but then again, they did mulligan, so maybe it all evens out. That's the hope, at least. I could, like, you know, whistle while you work. I could also do something like that to keep the dynamic microphone dynamicing. No, that's not a word. But I'm getting mill vibes. So let's see here. Hopefully we got the creature removal. We do not have the lands though, but as long as they can't mess with our Aether Vial, maybe we're gonna be okay. Maybe everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Well, there's all our lands. Oof, only colorless land too sucks, because otherwise we could get the ball rolling with Solitude. I want to get the ball rolling too. Just please feel to ruin us. It's kind of necessary, kind of need it. All right, well, I guess that's gonna be our jazz. I guess we. Let's see. Man, the archive trap. We've been trapped. Alrighty. I guess we play Skyclave with nothing to Skyclave. So let's turn off auto yields. What we want to do here is we want to do this. And tick up. Nice. All right. So I guess the race is on, if you can even call it that. I guess I Ephemerate. I mean, right? This is very not what I want to be doing with Ephemerate, but I mean, I guess I do need a clock, right? So I guess that's just how these things kind of work, I guess. What a janky clock. Maybe it should be a jlock, a janky clock. The patterns. Surgical on Stoneforge Mystic. Well, I guess it is what it is. I guess they Stoneforged me. Don't Stoneforge me, bro. You'd think we would have played Stoneforge by now if we had it, though. But it is kind of objectively one of the most powerful cards we could be playing right now. That is for sure. Maybe they screwed themselves out of double blue for their fractured sanity and their Tasha's hideous laughter. Alright, so we don't need or want this. Ugh. And now suddenly I'm regretting taking Aether Vial up. Too bad Caldera doesn't count as a creature, so we can't vial it into play. Alright, well. They're cycling the sanity. I think we're just one turn away from them playing Tasha, and then... Alright, well, okay, maybe not Tasha this turn, I guess. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Okay, let's see. I guess that's fine. Looks like they got a lot of control elements. Man. I want mana. I want mana. They got Hedron Crab. And they milled me for 3. It's not nice. At least I'm exiling everything, so... IT. I don't get any life from that, which is good. We want... mana. I guess that's better than nothing. Are we actually threatening lethal next turn? We're threatening lethal next turn. What a janky army this is. Well, let's see. Watch. They're going to Tasha, and then it's like, bam. Okay. So here's what we're going to do, I think. I think we're going to blink the Skyclave, because we don't want them to gain life. So yeah, we're going to Ephemerate the Skyclave. Say what you will. Say what you will. Well, but they didn't... Yeah. I don't think that works. Yep, cool stuff. Alright, cool stuff. Well, I guess that's that in game 1 against Mill, although that seemed a little bit... That seemed like a little bit of good luck, if you know what I mean. Okay, what is our plan here? We could pretend to be the Mill deck and bring in Body and Mind. Sort of Flight and Shadow gives us a good smorgasbord of stuff to return, but honestly, we just like the fast clock of sort of Fire and Ice at the end of the day, I think. That being said, Mortar Pod, Batterskull, all of these cards are very iffy. Probably Body and Mind is better than this. Mortar Pod still might have its use, because if we randomly draw it, it's still a body, which, you know, Batterskull is maybe a little bit, I don't know. Nah, Batterskull's still probably better, because they're still kind of a control deck, so they could deal with all our creatures, and we'd rather have a Batterskull on an empty board than a Body and Mind. Portable Hole seems great. Ephemerate, in theory, seems great. All these cards actually seem pretty good. They do. Do we want Rest in Peace, though? Yeah, I think we do. We definitely want Rest in Peace, because that'll shut off their that'll completely blank their Drawn into Lock and make their Visions of Beyond way worse. But what to take out? Probably it's got to be Flickerwisp, right? No, it'll be Charming Prince. The Scry 2 is okay with the life gain, and yeah. I just like having this on 3. I think it's a little bit better. I don't know. I got mixed feelings about this. It's possible that Charming Prince was better than Flickerwisp, but I don't know. Well, I think we'll keep. We got the vial. We got the vial. The vial is not vile. The vial is in fact a very sensitive soul. Oh, mulligan to 5. 5, I tells ya. That might make this a little less interesting than it could be, but that's making the interest come right back. I think we have to, I don't see Flickerwisp being as useful without, yeah, we have to do something about this, because this will, like, really be a problem for us. I thought I pressed, alrighty. La la la, see, they would have milled us for 6 right there. That's a no-no. Alrighty. That is what we call a no-no. Ooh. Do we play this, or do we play an Aether Vial? I have a feeling this is just going to die if we play it next turn. So yeah, maybe we surprise them with end of turn Stoneforge. They do play a lot of removal. They are a control deck. We got to show them some respect. Plus, taking up Aether or the other Aether Vial could be valuable. Maybe I'm overrating it. I'm probably overrating it if we're going to be realistic. Huh? Maybe not. I think end of turn Stoneforge Mystic definitely has a lot of value to it. But we could save it with Flickerwisp if we wait one more turn. Well, I think we're going to do that. Yeah, and we're going to do no yes until further notice. No yes. Alrighty. Alright, well, let's see. We can both play Stoneforge Mystic and try to save it. Alright, we're going to do this on our turn. But this is probably telegraphing that we have Flickerwisp, but hopefully even if they know they have it, there's still nothing they can do. Well, I mean, that is what it is. I guess it's not completely unforeseeable that we could foresee that. Alright, well, now this is where... And see, now it'll come back into play, so this is why. This is why we saved. Yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty. Batter skull, batter skull, batter skull, batter skull. Alright. Yeah, let's see. Alright, so I guess we put Caldera into play. Alrighty. Let's see. Now this is a slight case where maybe the cave screwed us up. Although Caldera is still really strong too, even though our ideal probably would have been Sword. Yeah, I guess that's that. I'm a little surprised they didn't hit the Stoneforge. And I'm a little surprised we didn't put in Skyclave. I think we still got lethal though. we still got lethal. Alright, cool stuff. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alrighty, I guess we take it against Mill. That was a little concerning. Tasha could have been a big problem, but we'll see. Alrighty, well, match 4 it is then, it looks like. Let's see. Now this hand looks good to me, so I will keep it. We got our most portable of holes here. Oh, mulligan to 5. Well, we got the good luck this league with the opponents mulliganing to 5, apparently. That's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes, but, you know. Well, let's see. Let's see. Now, what is this? Oh. Well, this is going to be where we kind of need rest in peace. If you know what I mean. I maybe should have put Solitude to the graveyard. But I didn't, and I have to. Yeah, I should have put Solitude to the graveyard. Well, let's see if they take Solitude or not, because... Okay, that's odd. Alright, well, I think we are going to... Because Portable Pole Soul is just going to do nothing here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Because what this does is this puts Solitude into our graveyard and prevents Grief from going into theirs. So, you know, I mean, little things. But I'm feeling way less lucky about that mill to 5, because we don't even have like a... Well, that might not be half bad. Caldera was better than Batterskull anyway. Good thing they didn't take Solitude, because I think that was kind of our best play right there. Which we could have done in response to their ability, but thankfully they didn't take Solitude, so we still could make the play anyway. Let's see how this goes. So this way, if they living end, we get Solitude back, which would actually put us to probably parity or even a slight advantage, because we can take their Wind Caller. Well, no, they got more stuff than us now. All right, well, Caldera time it is, I guess. Come on, Caldera. Or maybe Fire and Ice, because honestly, Solitude might be better against in the post Fire and Ice type world. Yeah, still can't resist really. Because I mean, on a Multi 5, they might not even have. They might not even have a Cascade spell. But then again, they play like 8 or 12 of them, depending on whether they're splashing white for Ardent Plea. Alright, let's see. Man, they got a lot of stuff, so we gotta just try to win before they... Oh man, so 3 lands, that might have been what they were waiting for. Put Caldera in play, this could just get swept away. I don't know. It's possible Sword of Fire and Ice would have been better. Put Sword of Fire Sin in play, try to equip it, then equip it to Solitude, but I think one of our only hopes is just that they don't really have a Cascade spell, because this is This is just not the greatest for us, you know. It's just really not. Okay, a cycling spell is better than a cascade spell. So there's that. Well, that is worse if they have a cascade spell. Okay, maybe they don't. Well, they probably do at instant speed. At least we can get another Solitude out of the deal. Alrighty. Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Okay. Well, I guess I'll do this. Now I'll get sort of Fire and Ice. And it does feel like I probably made the right call with Caldera. I guess given that, yeah, because I mean, I guess this puts them on a, I guess like they have to do something now. It's got to be this though. Like taking a turn off from Batterskull ain't that different. Okay, Waker of Waves, so they get to dig for a Cascade spell, put a land to the graveyard. Cycle some more. Okay, well, we definitely can't beat this monstrosity if they do hit their Cascade spell. So, I mean, we'll probably try with Solitude, but I'm not gonna feel it too much. It's gonna be pretty brutal if I do say so myself. Do we attack? I guess we could Ephemerate a Stoneforge Mystic in response. I don't even know what that does. I don't know. What are we supposed to do? Like, I guess putting sort of Fire and Ice to play could be an option, but realistically, it's either like they got nothing or they got something. Oh, they got something. Okay. We can try to do the Solitude trick. Deciding whether they want a Brazen Borrower or Stoneforge Mystic. It's hard to say, isn't it? It can be kind of hard to say. Well, I got literally nothing else to do, so there you go. I'm going to try to do the Ephemerate trick to just put another attacker on the battlefield. Just, you know, what can you do? Hopefully that brings good tidings. That's not very good tidings. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to we need Solitude in our graveyard. So first things first, we get rid of Portable Hole. And we go boom boom. Maybe we actually should have Ephemerate. Oh, we can Ephemerate actually once it's back into play. So there's that. And yeah. I guess we need to hit Waker of Waves and Curator of Mysteries, I guess. The two best cards we can actually hit. It's a lot of life. And then we can Ephemerate one of our Solitudes. Yeah. Definitely Windcaller. And then I guess we'd get rid of the Street Wraith. I mean, I guess, right? Oh, maybe a land. No, it's not a land, but maybe it gets at least chump blocks and maybe gets us closer to a land. Ooh, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. At least if they attack, we could crack back to gain life. So we shall see. Let's see, 5, 10, 12. Yeah, we'll just, well, you know, there's a non-zero chance that they just drew another Violent Eruption, but I mean, if they didn't, then, you know, they would have had to have drawn it off the Architect's Will. So let's see, 10, 12. So we can gain some life maybe with Solitude. I don't know. Could be. Oh, did I miscalculate? 5, 6. Oh, yeah. So I thought for some reason this was 4, I guess. All right. Alrighty. Both Archon and Rest in Peace should help prevent shenanigans. Portable Hull does literally nothing in this matchup. Ephemerate maybe is kind of weak sauce. I think Wall of Omens does mostly nothing in this matchup, which means also Ephemerate is kind of weak sauce. Sort of Fire and Ice seems excellent. Yeah. So maybe we want Wall of Omens, either Wall of Omens or Path. Yeah, Wall of Omens is just a good outlet for our draw cards, our flicker effects. Path is probably too late by the time it does anything. Well, I mean, we have a potential turn 3 Archon, so I guess we got something to play towards. And they're going to need exactly Brazen Borrower, because, what's it called? Foundation Breaker isn't going to do it. But Brazen Borrower certainly could. But if we get more than one in play, then they can't actually use Brazen Borrower, because they'd have to use, well, I guess they could use one on our turn, one on their turn. But then we got 3, so then that's going to be tough. Let's see. Ooh, Street Wraith. I feel like Street Wraith is a little unfair in these type of decks. Not that, like, we would have beaten them without that, but without Street Wraith, I feel like these decks are just a lot more fair, because they don't put creatures in the graveyard for free. They actually have to spend mana each time. Alright, fine, fine, fine. At least we can put it into play next turn. Actually, that was a mistake. I apologize for my sins. Oh my god, what was I thinking? I should have put that to the bottom. I needed to draw land. Oh my goodness. We really need to draw land even more badly. Don't want to draw Stoneforge. Yeah, we're just gonna try to play for the aftermath, I guess. That was bad. Well, maybe their mana screwed. Oh. You never know. Yeah, this is I really should have sent that to the bottom. At least maybe I can attack with Solitude. Doesn't seem likely. I think I have to. And I think I'm gonna do this too. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I guess their Foundation Breaker can go snap my sword. Should have put in, I don't know. I guess they're really... I guess Waker of Waves. Yeah, sorry all. I think I blew it by putting our land on the top of our library, which of course was there, to the bottom. So, all right. Well, we threw the trophy away. All right, too bad. All right, match 5. Well, feels like we should have been 4-0 because we had a land on top of our library. Don't ask me how I know that. I just know we had a land on top of our library last game. And I know that they didn't have a Brazen Borrow or any way to deal with our Archon. So, you know, and I know that I would have drawn Rest in Peace and they wouldn't have had a Force of Negation or Foundation Breaker the following game. So, I'm being a little facetious, but it's just hard to accept that maybe the Living End deck is a bad matchup, even with Rest in Peace. Because it's just they got so many answers to the answers, you know what I mean? See, the thing about the mono red deck though is that like they're a little soft to Blood Moon. So Blood Moon becomes kind of like an auto win card if we drop it. But then again, Archon kind of becomes an auto win card, but not really because they can still hard cast their stuff. It's hard to say. Alrighty. That was rude. Alright, well, I guess we will play this. I guess I should have waited till I could hold up Ephemerate and play Wall of Omens, but you never know. They could have had another discard spell. They were probably just as likely, if not more likely, to have another discard spell versus exactly Fatal Push. Burn wouldn't have done it if they were on Jund, which it looks like they're more on Sultai, I guess, not Sultai. I don't even know what that's called. This, oh, Abzan, I guess. Alright, Delthy Voidwalker. And we can Skyclave that, which we will be happy to do so. We'll put it on 3 until further notice. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this now. Yep. Yep. And we'll field a rune on their upkeep. Well, I don't know if we want to do, because that'll turn on a Fatal Push. Actually, I guess this leaving battlefield will already turn on Fatal Push, so there's that. Alright, so I guess we will just Ephemerate. Alrighty. And I guess we'll do this now. Alrighty. Alright, that's fine. They don't want to play anything because then our Skyclave can just eat it with the Ephemerate coming off. But maybe they forgot. Nope, they didn't forget. Alrighty. How about no? Alrighty. Portable Hole might not be bad. Man, Portable Holing to deal with a 2/2 though seems a little iffy. Yeah, we'll wait on that. Probably got bigger fish to fry, although it does deal with it permanently, which is kind of cool. Alright, well maybe we will deal with it now, because it deals with it permanently, and, you know, yeah, they got these 2 things, which help win the race. Okay, well that's kind of what we were waiting for, although now we can kind of just Ephemerate the Skyclave, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alrighty, that's not bad. Okay, let's see. We could get sort of Fire and Ice. That might not actually be half bad. Yeah, we're gonna get sort of Fire and Ice. We could get actually Mortar Pot as well, but no, let's get sort of Fire and Ice. And this way, we can get past all their defenses. Well, or they could chump block with Noble Hierarch. If that's the only blocker, we could Portable Hole it away, or at least attempt to. We're gonna take 4 or 3, depending on how frisky they feel. But I like this. All right, we could double block, but I don't see the need to do that. Okay, that is acceptable. Solitude is a good one, so I guess we will attack. If they attack with both, we'll probably Solitude, Noble Hierarch, block a token. Seems decent. Turn off auto yields. I feel like saving Portable Hole for another Tarmogoyf though, kinda, because it's like, alright. Alright, let's Solitude. I don't really think the Noble Hierarch is honestly that concerning, so let's just do that. Yeah, seems good to me. Plain cycling, you'll get caught up in the... So I can get a 4/4 zombie, but actually that's where Portable Hole actually really could come in handy here. Is it like indestructible or something? No. No, no. So it's exiled, right? Yeah. Timeless Dragon. Yeah, let's so first things first, let's just draw a card just because we can. Then I guess we'll Portable Hole because we can. And then could field a rune, but maybe we want to do that on the upkeep. Yeah, let's do this on the upkeep. Or maybe draw. Yeah, let's do another draw step. Alrighty. Yeah, let's see. Grist the Hunger Tide. Seems decent. Liliana seems decent. Field a Rune. It's a decent card to discard. Alright, well let's crack in with the cave, shall we? Or we could try to get something a little more devious. We could definitely take Grist off the battlefield for good this turn. But instead, we definitely want to hit Grist. And then I think we want to hit Liliana, and then we'll hit Grist. And then, if they want to chump block, be our guest. Yep, alright. Because they'll get another one anyway off of Grist, so I think it's a decent enough plan. Next turn, I guess I can attack Grist. Oh, okay. Probably this has got to be a little bit better for us. Alrighty. 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 Well, that's good, but I think we need to deal with Grist. That can come next turn. Bye-bye, Grist. And we'll keep this back for defense. Actually, maybe we're winning the race, actually. Nah. No. I think we win the long game here. Yeah, I'll block. Alrighty. Well, let's do this. Portable hole ain't bad against the token, but let's see if we can do better. I just don't want this to get discarded, that's the problem. But I'm a little bit worried about a Tarmogoyf. Yeah, alright. Let's just hang back. I'm worried about them discarding this, but I'm more worried about a Tarmogoyf. Alright, fair enough. Did they discard anything? No. Alrighty. Well, Solitude ain't half bad. Alrighty. Alright, we'll just discard this in response to the Liliana trigger. I mean, we'll just play this in response to the Liliana trigger. Probably targeting Noble Hierarch because they don't even gain any life. Getting 1 life from the illusion, but you know, whatever. Bye-bye, Noble Hierarch. Discards Thoughtseize. Makes sense to me. Alrighty. Somehow they're ahead on the clock. I don't like when that happens. Alright, well, we will attempt to dethrone the tyrannical reign of Liliana. They will chump, of course. Alright, we will play Aether Vial, so it doesn't just get discarded anyway. We will sacrifice a wall if they sacrifice. It'll have done its job. Alrighty. IT. Well, so far, Cave of the Frost Titan, or Frost Giant, or whatever, Frost Dragon, is definitely doing a lot of work. Without this, we just wouldn't really have much. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we, once again, I guess we'll do this. I mean, like, we could use the life gain, and we could take some of the spirits off the table. They might be worried about a removal spell, which they should, because I'm gonna Solitude. But if they put 3 in there, that works for us too. Okay, works for me, because then I'll just kill the last remaining spirit. They probably smell that we got another Solitude. They could smell it. Works for me too. I don't know what else to say. It works for me too. Yeah, that works for me too. So I'll just distribute it all evenly. Bam. Works for me. Well, that's going to be a pretty good Solitude target if I do say so myself. Kablam. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'm going to put this on 2. Alright. Bam, 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 bam. MoneyGram. Bam. Alright, let's see. Probably wanna... Alright, works for me. Bam. And maybe I will turn off auto yields, because maybe now we want to take up, because it's really 5-3-2, and we don't even have anything on 1, so yeah. So we're definitely ticking up. Yeah, these caves are like actually being critical, because otherwise we'd just be really mana flooded here. Chirac, well, that is what it is. Pro white kind of is what it is. What can you do, right? Actually, I think we're still going to leave this as is for now. No. No. Yes. Next turn, we'll probably start. Yeah. Liliana of the Veil. Alrighty. Unfortunately, I still have no real answer to the pro white. That could be a problem. Unfortunately. That could be a real problem. But it is what it is. I guess we might as well. Just start attacking, right? I guess actually, I really wish I wouldn't wait till the end of their turn, but I don't know. Yeah, because the problem is I'm not going to draw the card immediately. It's going to come into play at end of their turn. So yes, no, yes, and no, yes. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright, feels pretty good. Not bad. At least that didn't affect anything. Prismatic ending. I guess we'll ephemerate that. I mean, why not, right? That seems like a good use of ephemerate. Okay, cool stuff. Cool stuff. This is called out-mid-ranging the mid-range. It's got to be a brutal time to play Jund nowadays, because now like it seems like every other color can out-Jund Jund, making you wonder what's the point. Rest in Peace could be good. Path to Exile could be good. Portable Hull seemed a little disappointing. Yeah, I think we just want Rest in Peace. It's just a good proactive, just kind of always good type effect there. Flickerwisp happened to be good there, but it could get brickwalled by the Lingering Souls tokens. So I could see Path, but then again, Path ain't that great against Lingering Souls either. Could see, but Path can also reset Caldera and do other good things. Part of me wants to play Body and Mind, because, especially together with Rest in Peace, Body and Mind gets around Tarmogoyf. Light and Shadow gets around the tokens, though. Body and Mind gets around Tarmogoyf. Sort of Light and Shadow is obviously a non-bow with Rest in Peace. Fire and Ice, Fire and Ice. Yeah, you know what? I think Body and Mind. It's just it counts for a lot. I think to have protection from, and like sure we might put some Lingering Souls in the graveyard, but hopefully Rest in Peace can help mitigate that. I don't know if we should also be playing Path. I just don't want to be too reactive. I want to have some proactiveness. And Rest in Peace is kind of a pseudo removal spell for Tarmogoyf. It really is. That's why I'm bringing Rest in Peace in, as it's a pseudo removal spell for Tarmogoyf, plus for Lingering Souls flashbacks and lots of other stuff. I don't know that we need 2 of these, but I would keep this hand if it only had 1 Rest in Peace, so I guess the second one is just a backup. Alright, question is to play Stoneforge Mystic next turn or Wall of Omens. Or Rest in Peace. Probably not Rest in Peace. We'll probably wait till they play Tarmogoyf for that one. Ooh, Dothy Voidwalker. Oh, Dothy. I mean, yeah, we'll play Stoneforge Mystic. What if they don't have an answer? I'll just deal with this now, just so they don't actually get anything exiled. And sort of Body and Mind seems like it could be pretty good, but I'm gonna force their hand with a Batterskull right now. Batterskull is a good compromise between Caldera and Sword. Forces them to have to deal with this right now, but also 5 mana is not insurmountable. Okay. Alrighty. Skyclaving that actually doesn't seem half bad, and actually seems kind of good. So I will do that. Alrighty. Alright, now Rest in Peace seems pretty good, but maybe we wait on that, I don't know. Yeah, let's just play Rest in Peace, because Rest in Peace is going to be so important. Alrighty. I did want to draw into lands, but we can try to do that next turn. Okay, Liliana. Alright, they got a 1/1. So be it. Alrighty. Just draw a card. Yeah, and then we Charming Prince to draw a card. Not bad. We'll discard Caldera. I mean, it sucks, but you know, it's the least playable option here. Vindicate. Okay, well, it is what it is. Alrighty. Alrighty. Probably just drop Batterskull, right? I mean, on the other hand, I could attack. They could combine blockers. I get Tarmogoyf off the battlefield that way, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, attacking with Charming Prince seems like the thing to do. I will totally trade with Tarmogoyf if that's their jazz. I don't know why they didn't just attack with Tarmogoyf, but anyway. Alright, cool stuff. Batterskull. Bam, bam, bam. MoneyGram. Bam, bam, bam. MoneyGram. Alrighty. I'm beginning to be less enthusiastic to discard Caldera, but I still probably will. What did they? Oh, Charming Prince. Vindicate. Okay. Well, hopefully. Okay. Caldera could be a game changer, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, so let's get this out of our life while we can. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. The virtual card advantage from our mana base just being like pure utility definitely does have its perks. Ooh, no, that's a little bit disheartening. Man, that was like the perfect draw for them. I guess that teaches us for getting a little arrogant. That helps. That helps. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, Solitude is good too, but we have to go boom. But this could help us race, so there is that. Hopefully the Inquisition, not Thoughtseize, hopefully the Inquisition. Alrighty. Alright. Ooh. Ooh, that could be good too, but I think we need to gain the life. Yeah, we need to gain the life, that's for sure. Alrighty. Alright, well, bye-bye Stoneforge. Alrighty. We shouldn't have taken this extra damage. We should have solituded. So let's see here. Wonder if maybe I need Dismember just for some random pro-white instead of Path. It could be. But I like Path too, though. Look what Path brings to the table. Ooh, that's not bad. In fact, I very much like this. It'll gain me 3 life. Alright. Well, alright. They think they're slick, but the only reason that worked was because we just didn't hit the thing. We might have actually been able to claw our way back in here. Can we beat our slick opponent here? That would have been a lot more impressive if it wasn't just because we inexplicably didn't hit the ignoble hierarch. But like that's all that was. It's just us not hitting the noble hierarch. Nothing else. Nothing more. Nothing less. Body and mind. Life gain actually might be extremely important because of life gain might be extremely important. Plus protection from black. because of that thing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Path to Exile instead. I don't think they play any non... Yeah, I mean, Portable Hole... Yeah, I think Path is better than Portable Hole in this matchup. And we're going to try for Sword of Fire and Ice to get us there. Get us the rest of the way, as they say. I could also just take out Flickerwisp for Portable Hole as well. Maybe we'll do that. I don't want to be too reactive though, but yeah. Yeah, what can you do? They rip Tarak from the top of the library. I mean, like, if we didn't even have 2 cards in our hand, like if we just played out those 2 cards, then they wouldn't have had a chance. They would have just had a 2/1, wouldn't have even had many cards in it. So part of that maybe was our misplay, but alright, that's obviously, yeah, okay, I'll keep it. Yeah, is Path really necessary? I think we'll draw into more removal, famous last words. I just don't want, like, I kind of like the way this is a little resilient to 1 piece of discard at least. Got a little bit of protection here. They might try to go Prismatic Ending on the Aether Vial, but if we draw a land, we'll be right back into it, so we shall see. They leave discard in their deck, even though, okay, Nature's Claim. Thoughtseize. It's a little bit dangerous because now I don't know whether to play this out to play around another discard spell or whether to hold it to play around you know, a Fatal Push. That is the problem, but let's see here. Alright, well, if they got Fatal Push, they got Fatal Push, but it's just the odds of them having another discard spell are just pretty high. Well, this seems like a flashback of Game 1. This would have just been so backbreaking if we hold this in our hand and they they just Prismatic Ending the Aether Vial, and then, I don't know. Could Vanishing Verse, I don't know. Okay, Prismatic Ending. IT. I guess we'll do this. Prismatic Ending. I guess we could. No, we need that to play the Skyclave. So I guess that's fine. Yeah. Alrighty. Maybe we can take them off of white. I don't know. Yeah, green seems to be the least useful. At least having a color as an untapped color. I mean, well, I guess they can get any color, so I guess it doesn't really make a difference. They got green. Alrighty. 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 Got a 1/1 token. Stoneforge Mystic seems pretty good. We've even got Ephemerate protection up. We want Batterskull. Alrighty. Oh, wait a minute. Did we forget to... Okay, good. We brought in sort of Light and Shadow. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, they don't have enough black to play Turok with the kicker. That's good. La 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 la. La 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 la. Probably discard an Ephemerate if they tick up. It is what it is. It's not as good without our trusty Wall of Omens. Get to put the Batterskull in play. That'll be pretty sweet. Oh, I mean, can't we block? What's the danger in blocking? Well, I don't know. I'm not going to give the opponent the benefit of the doubt. Damn. Let's see. We could well, path. That's it. We could have. Yeah, path. It's got to be path. Yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. Ooh, that could be good on Liliana. So that'll be that. Alrighty. See how this does. Liliana. I guess we will respond with Ephemerate. Yeah, but the problem is they'll get 2 3/3 tokens, which is not ideal if we Ephemerate this. But that also won't be too bad. Yeah, alright. We need stuff to discard for the Batterskull anyway. Oh, Charming Prince, this works. I think we want to scry 2. These are both actually pretty good. Yeah, Stoneforge Mystic on top for sure. Alrighty. I'll discard an Ephemerate, I think. Alrighty, are they going to protect Liliana or are they going to attack? That is the question. That is the question. If they don't take up Liliana, I think I'm going to go grab Mortar Pod and just snipe Liliana. Yep, alright. I'm not going to block. If they tick up, I think I'm just going to discard Ephemerate. They might not want to tick up if they got like a lot of removal, but they may not also want to target the, okay. Alrighty. Alrighty, well, let's see if we can snipe the Liliana this way. Alrighty, we'll do this. Alright, and what do we want to get here? Probably Caldera, right? It's got to be Caldera. Could also be Lord of Sword of Light and Shadow. That's going to be Caldera. Alrighty. Alrighty, we will take. If they play another dam, so be it. Maybe we scry with this thing, I don't know. We have another Charming Prince coming up, so probably not necessary. Alright, we kind of saw that one coming. I think we're going to be okay, though. It's kind of a 1-for-1, or it's a 2-for-2. No biggie. What happened to our Charming Prince on top? Well, anyway, let's just do this. And we've got our Ephemerate. Let's use it. Why not? While they're tapped out. That's not bad. I think we will. And I think it's probably going to be time to gain some life. 8 life is a little bit low for our tastes. Alrighty. Alright. Now we get to draw another card off a Wall of Omans. Which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. If I do say so myself. Will it be good enough? Hopefully. Only time will tell. They know what's in our hands, so they got Inquisition. They know they shouldn't play it. They're trying to remember what we have in our hand. They're like, we know they got Caldera. Oh, they should know. So the window open. Alright. Fair enough. I guess I'll just gain some more life. Yeah. I'm probably solituding, I think. Oh, I'll just attack. Oh, yeah, I guess I can't attack because I gained the life. So I guess that could have been a surprise, but all right. I guess they deprive us of that epic final showdown. But I mean, you know, with Batterskull and Caldera in our hand, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. All right, hey, 4-1. Maybe if we didn't punt that that game with Temur living end, we might have been able to get the 5-0. That could have been nice. The 5-0 still eludes us for the time being with taxes, or Blink Blade, whatever you want to call it. But I do think that we are onto something here. All right, so anyway. All right, let's see. Let's get to the post-league wrap-up. All right. Post-league wrap-up. So, what do we make of this? Well, I'll tell you one thing. This card was a virtual free roll, and it absolutely did come up. It came up big time in the mid-range mirror against Abzan mid-range. It's exactly where we want an effect like this. It didn't hinder the Sunbaked Canyons at all. I'm honestly a little iffy on the Sunbaked Canyons because those really do rack up the damage a lot of times. We do have a lot to do with our mana. That being said, when we don't have anything better to do with our mana, it's very critical that we can cycle those. I mean, so far they haven't severely hurt us. We do have a lot of life gain, so you know. So far, I really like this. I think honestly these 11 sideboard cards are kind of all we really need, I think, in a way. Although more graveyard hate could be good against like Temur like Living End or something, but I don't know that we want to bring in like relics and rest in pieces, but man, this is not bad, I gotta say. Okay, Portable Hole. Well, Portable Hole, I guess it was good against Prowess, Kiki-Chord. It was pretty good. Was it better than Path? Probably. I don't know. It's actually tough to say. One nice thing about Path, though, actually, is it is extra utility if they don't have a lot of creatures. You can path your own like walls or something in response to removal. There is that, and this deck is mana hungry enough that that secondary effect of Path is not irrelevant by any stretch of the imagination. That puts us in a little bit of a conundrum, though, because how do we, man, the thing I like about Portable Hole is we don't really have any true answers to like a turn 1, to like, I don't know, turn 1 whatever. Solitude can be good, but ideally we want to set that up. Like Solitude's at its best, where we set it up for an Ephemerate, or a Charming Prince, or a Flickerwisp Blink. So you know what? I think I probably will stick with kind of this setup, probably for a bit. We'll see. I will see if there might be some improvement I can make, but I do like the way Portable Hole is a super efficient, very, very effective little removal spell for like you know, mana dorks, opposing Aether Vials. I don't know, you name it. Like it hits a lot of stuff in the early game. Solitude is better for the later game when we set it up. Skyclave as well. So, and then Path, we can bring that in games 2 and 3. Part of me wants to bring Paths and Portable Holes in the main, but that's probably like way overkill. I think the Wall of Omens are kind of necessary to enable the Ephemerates. The Ephemerates, I think their stock goes way down without Wall of Omens, so I think, well, you know, nothing's perfect, but I like the way this played, and I think we may have even had a shot against the Living End deck if we had put the Stoneforge to the bottom instead of to the top, and maybe, because we did shuffle with the Stoneforge, so we don't know what the card underneath Stoneforge actually was. It could have been a land, and if it was a land, we might have been able to take it, and then who knows? Games 2 and 3, we could have had a shot. I did very much like playing this deck, so yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. If you like this content, like and subscribe. Let's see if we can become Stoneblade, Taxes, whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it, masters. I'm liking it. I feel like I got a shot in almost every matchup, and that's good. Certainly, I feel like I can out-Jund. So, alrighty. Take care, everybody, and yeah, I don't know if I got any other commentary, but just yeah. I mean, you know, Portable Hole. This really might be a lot better than just this. I mean, like, and honestly, it wasn't bad. So, like, that's the thing. It wasn't bad. Didn't necessarily do a lot. It definitely wasn't bad when we saw it. I have a feeling, though, that this still might turn out to be quite the mono-white Taxes, Stoneblade, whatever you call it. powerhouse. But I guess time will tell. All right, take care, everybody.